So if you haven't smiled in too long, do some shit like that, and that will puff up the muscles in your face, so at least your face won't tell how you've actually been feeling. Work those muscles. It works. Just loosen up your face. Build up your muscles same time. Encourage blood flow. Encourage nutrients to flow to where it needs to go. It also encourages any of the body's natural healing processes to get a push along. This is called self-love. This is called forever young. If you don't move it, you lose it. So yeah. Anyway, we're here to do an Operation Man Dem reading. And just because of that first part, I think I'll do the Operation Gyal Dem reading at the end of that. Ladies, don't be offended that I call it Operation Gyal Dem and I just sound better. Man Dem, Gyal Dem. How about Operation Man Dem, Operation Woman Dem? Yeah, doesn't have that ring to it, you know. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do the men first. How we do this is we find out what God wants to talk about, and then we get the information that God wants you to know about it. So this I do. I put men twice. Women. So this I do so that God can address issues that men are facing specifically. Well, not really exclusively, but what men need to hear right now and what women need to hear right now. Okay? Probably have to make some more decks so that the information is more rounded. But I hope that music isn't too loud, you know. So anyway, Man Dem, let's do you first. It just feels right, okay? So for the men, Lord, what do you want to talk about with them today? What is the topic of discussion? I think I need to turn that down just a tiny bit. Alrighty. Interesting. Interesting. Very much so. Let me get that card. Hang on. I felt like God ain't happy, man. Let's see where God is going with this. So we got influencing music at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So that can mean so many things. Let's see where God is going with this. Because music could just simply talk about the melody or the formation of something. Okay. Harmony. It could be taken in a psychological sense. It could be taken in a literal sense. We got blackmail at the bottom of the deck. So blackmail is like forcing someone to do something by threatening them. Collapse or ruin them. Influencing the soul or spirit. Interesting. And the underlying issue is blackmail. Sway public opinion. Influencing movies or how a storyline turns out. So this is talking about how the music is being used to collapse or ruin you. Let's put them in order. The music is being used to collapse or ruin you through infiltrating your soul or spirit. So there's music designed to destroy you from the inside, gentlemen. Okay. And the underlying issue is blackmail. So like I said, blackmail is forcing someone to do something. Swaying public opinion and influencing how our lives turn out. Or influencing how your lives turn out. So God want to talk about the way how music itself, the music that you listen to, it either makes or breaks your soul. And once that is done, it determines how the story of your life play out. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay? The way you think plays a very big role on what you will choose to do, what you will not choose to do. That's why we have to be very protective over our mental health pertaining to the things we read, the movies we watch, the music we listen to, the people whose advice we choose to take, the things we choose to tell ourselves. It has a deep impact on your soul. And your soul drives your body. Your body helps to determine the story of your life. Okay? If you do something, people gonna call you by name and say you did it because they see you. Alright, let me get comfortable. See what else God wants to tell you. My knees hurting me. So what else do you want to tell these gentlemen, please? What's your message? You know, I'm thinking of this example. I've grown up with people saying that if we heat up mayonnaise, it's going to actually make us sick. It's slow poison, they say. But I've eaten some meals where people have heated up the mayonnaise and I've been rather pleased with the end results. And I'm still here. I haven't noticed it doing anything to me, but for many, many years, I've avoided heating up anything with mayonnaise on it. You know, when mayonnaise is heated up, it makes it creamy. It gives a very nice texture to whatever it's being put on. But because of me believing what I was told, it has stopped me from taking that leap of faith to try to see if it will really happen. Now, before you start go trying things, just know that sometimes the advice is actually true. So if you're gonna try step out of your comfort zone or try to discover truth for yourself, you have to be very, very, very careful. Okay? Do so with caution. So God want to talk about how the information that you choose to believe affects your whole life, your fate, your destiny. Because what's a movie? A movie is a show that has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. That's basically your life story in it. Movies are all based upon stories, so that's how I came to that conclusion. Okay. And studying human relations and the human behavior for so long, I've actually discovered that the way we think plays a major role in what we do and what we don't do, who we choose to deal with, who we choose to don't not deal with. It's this morning I was looking into the butterfly effect, and unlike the Mandela effect, I don't have to investigate whether it's nonsense or not. It sounds like it makes sense, and it made sense to my brain. So the butterfly effect talks about how one small change can make a big impact on your life, be it negative or positive. So when we are living our lives, we are creating magic. It's alchemy. Everything that we do, it plays a role in what happens next in our lives. And everything that we choose not to do as well plays a role in what happens next and going forward in our lives. And that's the butterfly effect, talking about how one small thing can create a huge impact on your life. Two more. So this is basically what this is talking about as well, how the music or the information that you choose to take in can impact your life either in a negative way. Well, not only take in, but take it as your own. Because it's okay to listen to anything and everything, but to then make it become a part of your database as your truth or your philosophy, that's a big decision, and we should be very slow. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Summer. It says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. See? So that's talking about how things that happened in the past has led to where you are now, or things that did not happen in the past has led to where you are now. That's how life goes. So God wants to show us the formula of life. And before I continue, this is the reason why it's important to follow your own heart and make sure that the decisions that you're making are the decisions that you want to make. Because whether you choose to make these decisions on your own or you choose to listen to somebody else tell you what to do and you do what they tell you what to do, you are the one who suffer the consequences. You are the one who lives the reality of the process that you are creating, which is called your life. Okay? We make our lives by the choices that we choose to and not choose to make. The people we choose to let in, the music we choose to listen to, the parents we choose to take after, the friends we choose to get advice from. Listen to them. But we should always make sure that the final choice is ours. Why? Because it dissolves any possibility of having resentment for the people in our lives. And plus, how can you blame them? If anybody has ever told you to do anything and you did it and you don't like the results of it, you need to take your share of the blame too. It's not just them. Okay? You had a choice. Even if you're young, because even young children are used to defying their parents. So don't try to use the fact that you're young as an excuse. You snuck out the house to go parties before. You snuck away and had a smoke. You snuck away and did things that you know were against the rules. So if somebody's telling you to do something that's against your better judgment, it is your duty to protect yourself. And trust the process that takes place after that. Or else if you choose to be afraid and you stay in that position, you need to also take the blame for the crappy conditions that you find yourself in. If you're gonna be bad for a good cause. Alright, so we have strength. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. It's time to embrace how wonderful you are. So this is what God wants to say about that topic. So it's like wherever you found yourself, you have the grace and inner strength to overcome the challenges. So the question is, what are you going to do going forward? Are you going to allow yourself to be afraid to do what you feel is right for you another time? You know? So it's like God is opening your eyes to pay attention to your decisions and the results of your decisions. So the first card at the bottom of the deck was talking about what happened before up until now. All right? You're in whatever position you are now, but you have the grace and inner strength to overcome these challenges. Now the question is, going forward, how are you going to choose to govern your life? With the music you choose to listen to and play around your children? The type of girls or men you choose to date? The family members that you keep or let go out of your life? The job you choose to do? The effort that you put into following your natural skills and talents, investing in your own future, hopefully becoming self-employed one day? The food you choose to eat, how often you choose to eat them or not? Did I say the friends you choose to keep? Even the choices you make on a personal level, with you met with the opportunity to steal something, will you steal it or will you not? Will you lie or will you not? Will you do or will you not? Every choice that you make, it determines what type of future you enjoy or not enjoy. That's what God is trying to get you to understand, okay? So the underlying issue is your intuition. It says powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So God says, don't think about what will happen after, because it's like the two is like both options are poison, picking the lesser of two evils. For example, look at it this way. You live with someone and they're abusing you. And they think that because you live in their house, you're supposed to just shut up and take it. And if you choose to stand up for your right, then they'll get offended and kick you out. God says the choice is yours. You can either A, stand up for your right and see what happens regardless of your worries and fears, or B, you can shut up and take the ill treatment and blame no one but yourself for keeping yourself in that position. Because God is saying you don't know what's going to happen. But for you to not do anything is to consent to it. Okay. Whew. Second card we have coming, it says you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking you are powerless when you are not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So you need to believe in yourself. So it's like maybe God is using this person to push you into your independence. But because you're afraid to speak, you remain in servitude, oppressed, under someone who is just on an ego trip. Because you see, there's action and there's reaction. There's cause and there's effect. If you're on good terms with God, then you need to trust that whatever happens to you is working for your betterment. So God is trying to give you confidence in this reading here, not to take any shit. Not willingly. And then act like you didn't take it willingly. Your silence was your consent. Your refusal to act was your consent. That's universal law. Can't be either or. It's do or die. Do what you gotta do, or be dead and be led by others, controlled by others. They control your whole fate, your whole destiny. And why? Because of fear, because of worry of what will happen next. I can't do anything about that. The power is in your hands. But I know what I do. At least I try. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm damn sure going to try. And that's how I get where I get to. Because sometimes the people that are trying to step on you, they're afraid of you. Sometimes the people that are trying to keep you down is only doing so because they're jealous of you. And by you trying to keep the peace, by you trying to be quiet in the corner like I am not here, walking around on eggshells and shit, or trying to dodge eggshells, you don't want to make one sound, you keep yourself prisoner in that situation. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Well, sometimes you have to be cruel to others to be kind to yourself. And that's absolutely fine when it's justified. That's the magic word, justified. So in this life, if you want justice, you have to make it happen. Or at least try. Do your best and let God and the universe and your ancestors and your archangels do the rest. Whatever it is that you believe in, you do your best and let the rest be taken care of by the forces that you put your trust in. No excuses. Don't be afraid. If you choose to be fearful, then your reward is your reward. No work, no pay. God help those who help themselves. Okay, so that's your message. The last card I want to show you is the Six of Spring. It says wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So to recap, this underlying issue is talking about following your intuition, letting go of worry and fear, and understanding the truth of a situation. Okay, then believing in yourself that you have what it takes, thinking that you're powerless when you are not. So not only are you powerful, your guides, your angels, your God, put them to work. You start the ball rolling and they will chip in. Trust me, because they love you. That's what they're there for. That's why we have to stay friends with our guides and whatnot. Don't treat them like they don't exist, and then when you want them, all of a sudden you call out, oh God, help me. That's not nice. How would you like if somebody treated you like that? You see? No, man. Be happy with your God and your guides and your archangels and your ancestors when things are good and when things are bad. Because if you have a friend who celebrate with you, when they find themselves in some shit, you'll be happy to help them. Because when it's time to celebrate again, you'll be celebrating together. Their happiness is your happiness. Their pain is your pain. It's the same way that your God, your guide, your ancestors, your archangels, whatever you put your trust in, that's how they feel. All right? So I hope that this here reading helps you. Look, next we have plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitudes for the blessings of life. So once you choose to stand up for yourself, no matter what happens, make the first move. Because if you allow fear to hold you back, then stay where you are and don't blame God for it. God has spoken. Okay? So, Operation Man Them over and out. Alright, Operation Gyal Dem. Okay, who do you want to talk to, ladies? Oh, let me write that down. Hold on. Okay. So, for the ladies, what do you want to talk about with the ladies? Oh, God. Are you about to get cheeky with me? Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe I'm going ahead. Alright, work your magic. Let's see. Ladies, if you want to take part in the Forever Young exercise, you should just rewind and go back to the front. There's a little snippet of different exercises that you can do to keep this part here staying young. You know, this is the hardest part, to keep looking young and vibrant. They work the arms fine and the legs and the belly and whatnot, but the face and the neck, do it with me. It'll encourage you. And if you feel any pain, stop. Go slow. I think I'm gonna call it Forever Young. Yeah. Two more. The exercise is especially good for people who don't really smile often. You know them ones? It's like, even though people are pissing you off, don't let them take your beauty from you. You keep that face and that neck feeling nice and firm and looking nice and firm and smooth. Forever young, we say. One more time here. Wait. Two more times, sorry. Alright. Now he's ready. At the bottom of the deck, we got the heterosexual. Bottom of the deck, we look at the heterosexual. Heterosexual. Raise your hand if you love the beep. It's nothing like the real thing, baby. Alright. So the first card we have to come out is females. Who run the world? If you may, stay may. Ooh, we got X. Ooh, what do you mean by that? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yes. What the hell does this mean, smarty pants? See, God is a smarty pants, you know. Alright, let's see. Can you see the cards if I put them here? Okay, so we're working with female and X. What is God talking about? The underlying issue, we got S and D. Like, seriously, Most High, you are cheeky. And there is the opening right there. So you put the D in the O and you get do. And if you put this S with this X, you get sex. Wait. Okay. God. Yeah. You're gonna have to break this down for me because you're too smart, okay? You lead and I will follow. So it's D, O, and S. Alright, so we're gonna clarify. We need to clarify this to even understand. Because what am I getting? Female and X. Isn't the men like two X's? The female gene is XY and the men is XX. So it's like woman and man. Let's see, what's this X? Clarify X first, please, and thank you. And I beg you, be nice to our brains today, cause Lord, me can't take it no more. I need a break. Alright, ladies, let's see what this X is all about. Because X could be talking about stopping something. X could be talking about not wanting to be a female anymore. X could be talking about the men of your past. X could be talking about men. So, that's me guessing and guessing and guessing. Let's see which one of them is right, if any. Excuse me, at the bottom of the deck we got clever. Okay. I feel like it's talking about letting go of something or someone. Let's see. Boring at the bottom of the deck. What is boring? Okay, the first card we have is Gazer and Empty-Headed. Okay, and then we have Pretender. Oh my God, ladies, do you know what God is talking about here? God is talking about the way that you people are going on nowadays days. The culture, the way that the culture is making you. That shit is not cute. Being empty-headed is not cute. Being a damsel in distress is not cute, okay? It's not recommended, okay? Being a dependent on a man, that shit is not cute. Your man should be able to buy you things, but you should be able to buy your man things too. Men love to be pampered too. A man would like to have his rent paid once in a while. Why not? A man would love to go halves on the rent. Why not? He wants to enjoy his money too. Why should he use all of his money to look after you and buy your hair and buy your fucking nails and all these things? What are you doing? A lot of you can't even cook. You got your children, the children are crying and you can't fucking be bothered to be a mother to your children. You plunk them in front of the goddamn TV or the iPad or some dumb shit. Get it together, ladies. If it's not you, then I'm not talking to you. But if you know that you're behaving the way that I'm describing there, yes, I'm talking to you. It's not cute. That's not the way that a woman is supposed to be. You're not supposed to try to outdo your man. Neither are you supposed to be putting yourself under your man. That you can't survive without your man. You need to be able to survive without your man. And when you have your man, know how to humble yourself so that you don't make your man feel like you're not treating him like a man. Balance. You're not a baby, you're a woman. If you're a baby, you need to go back home to your mother's house if you look for somebody to baby you. You're not supposed to be out in the world looking for man. You don't know how to take care of a home. You don't want to take care of a home. You don't want to take care of children. What do you want to use your time to do? Go sit down at the hairdressers. That's about 6 hours out of your day. Depending upon what hairstyle you're getting done. And all these long rascal weaves that y'all be putting in your head. That's so fucking heavy on your neck. You think that's a bright idea? Nobody thinks that shit is cute. It's too much. For everyday life anyway. If you have somewhere special to go and you want to be elaborate, then yeah, you do that for a special function. But you don't do that shit just to live every day. That's why you can't do a lot of shit because your fucking neck is hurting you. And those nails. Why? You're pretending. You don't even like the things that you're teaching yourself. You don't like the things that you're allowing the world to teach you. You don't like the things that you're doing with yourself. You know better. You know better. And then when men don't want to look at you and take you seriously, you get highly offended. Who the fuck told you that that's how to be a woman? Not even your intuition agrees with you. So you don't even agree with yourself because you're pretending that this shit is cute. Being empty-headed. You don't have no skills. You don't have no goals. You don't have no actual worthy hobbies. You don't have a life. You got trifling friends that's gonna train you or encourage you to do all kind of stupid shit. Just giving people trouble all day, every day. A spoiled princess. It's not cute. That shit is not real. Nobody lives like that. Food, clothes, and shelter. Can you provide that for yourself? If you can't, you need to start to learn how. Or else you don't deserve a man. Or a man won't respect you because all he sees you good for is to look cute beside him and fuck him right. Is that what you want to be known for? Is that all you want to dedicate your life to being known for? I mean, if that's all you want, then as you were. But if you know better and you weren't sure if what you were feeling is actually true because it goes contrary to what society is trying to teach you, we're here to confirm that what you're seeing and thinking about this new culture of women or modern women, it's not real. What's real is a woman who knows how to handle business. Now, what's up? Let's say you get with a rich man and something happened to him. Are you gonna stay and care for him? Are you the type of woman to stay and care for him even though he can't bring in them big monies anymore? Or is that when you leave the man and go find somebody else who can? Because that's the kind of life that you're setting yourself up for. So whether you want to or not, because you didn't really take any time to get an education and really get any skills, get any experience in the work world, because you don't know how to care for yourself, you're going to have to find somebody else to care for you. So you're just moving around the earth like a tick. You need a host. So you can feed off of them. So they can look after you. That's the type of life that you're creating for yourself with this new culture of femininity. God says, stop it. That's not how to be a woman. You don't have to be masculine either, because a masculine woman, if you're on the battlefield, then fine. But if you're not on the battlefield, you know, make yourself look like a woman, but not like a fucking empty-headed woman. That ain't cute. I don't even have to get the damn cards yet to share my, because it's been in me. I see you on Facebook. I see you coming from TikTok onto Facebook and shit, and I'm just like, y'all really feel, it's like, yeah, you don't even believe what you're portraying yourself to be. When I see some of these fucking talk shows, you see, that's why I don't deal with Hollywood. I don't deal with any you see, when you go on social media and you see any of those podcasts and shit like that with those people who think that they're the fucking elite, I just bypass them. I don't even want to hear what they want to say, because I know what they're up to. They're here to do the job of the supremacist white man. And the main target of the white supremacists is the black nation, the men and the women. So they get our own black people who look like us to talk a whole bunch of bumbleclot nonsense. They get our women to act like hoes, empty-headed, empty vessels that are just, you're so empty that you need to get full up with some dick and some cum. That's all you're good for. So because you have not built yourself, you have not earned the respect. Because when the man look at you, all he sees is an empty vessel. A dependent, a child. And then you want to be respected as an adult. That shit don't work like that. Stop fooling yourself and stop making the media fool you. So now that I've done. So we got boring, beggar, ass kisser. You see, this is what you have to do in order to get by in life. Vampirism. You need a host because you're a beggar. So if you thought I was lying to you, I already saw where God was going with this. It's boring being a beggar and an ass kisser. That shit is not cute. It's only making you miserable. You're not happy because you're empty. You will never be respected because what is there to respect about you? You don't even respect yourself. You have not been taught to. So it's time for you to plug out of social media, plug out of the philosophies that they're teaching you, and love yourself by looking after yourself, teaching yourself necessary life skills. You need to know how to cook. You need to know how to clean, not to look after somebody else, but as a general rule to look after yourself. You need to be able to provide your own money through respectable means, not by using your body. Y'all got this thing all the way screwed up. You're not seeing your way forward properly. So you need to rewind. Because look, you're miserable because you're closed-minded. You're tapped into that type of way of life and you refuse to think that there's any different. And then when you see, like, yeah, you're addicted. And when you see ladies that look like me, you might think, oh, she's not that pretty. Hello. This is all natural. Scrape that shit off your face. Let your eyebrows grow to how the fuck they're supposed to be. Let your hairline and your natural hair do what the fuck they're supposed to do. Stop shaving your arms and your bumbleclot legs. Let's see then. This is all natural beauty. Yes, I am beautiful. Because when I take off my clothes and my everything, when I take a shower, I should say, I look like this coming out of it. What do you look like? It's better you work on your own avatar. Your base. Stop being fake. Because you'll never be happy with yourself. When you could walk by the mirror without all them enhancements and be happy with yourself, then you know you've accomplished something. You're not fucking pretty because you're not even being you. So don't be walking around saying to other women who carry their own fucking face, that they're ugly. We are not ugly. If we are ugly, you are fucking non-existent. You're not real. And you don't like yourself, let alone love yourself. Stop it. Then you want to run competition, races with each other for attention. Racing with each other for attention. Fake versus fake. Fake ass, loose ass booty versus fake ass, loose ass booty. Look, when you girls are shaking your booty not supposed to jiggle to the extent that y'all be. Listen, when your ass can jiggle like bumper cloud water, it means you're a lazy bitch. Your ass supposed to jiggle because you make it jiggle, not just because you're walking. Fuck that. Tighten that shit up. Do some work. It's not cute. I'm so glad I got the chance to talk to y'all. Yeah. That shit ain't cute. It's nasty. To touch that shit, it feel like jello. Who the hell wants to be touching that jiggly shit? It's just that man don't have much regards when it comes to pushing them dick in a hole. So they'll fuck you anyway. But that's as far as they'll go with you. Get it right in your head. You're not seeing things clearly. When you slap an ass, it's supposed to feel like... what can I say? Like, even if it's jello, but with very little water in it. It's supposed to feel like... solid. Not hard like a rock, because you want a little bit of cushion, you know what I'm saying? But not the bumbleclad things that me just hear you walk with. All you're doing is taking 2 steps and your ass is doing this. What's that? That's nasty. That's what that is. That's laziness. That's what that is. That's, I work my coochie for my pay, so my legs don't get enough exercise. So therefore my ass definitely don't get any exercise. I sit the rest of the day. After I fuck for my money, I go and sit down. Or I dress up and I go to a restaurant and eat some food. That's your fucking life. Or I put on a bikini and I go by the swimming pool and sit down. That's your fucking life. You fuck for your car, you fuck for your house, you fuck for your clothes. Seriously? Is that the only skill you have? Is that all you're good for? Now let's suppose you get a disease in your punani. What you gonna do for money? Suck dick? Think about it. You're on the wrong path. And then you want to do it to be competing with other women. The blind leading the blind. That shit is not cute. So God is saying, females, you need to stop that. So if you know that you're not guilty of these things that I'm talking about, then ignore this video. This ain't for you. But the ones who are doing this dumb shit, thinking that they're Hollywood, when they're just a fucking mess, even Hollywood is nothing to aspire to. Don't you see what Hollywood is all fake? You happy with fake? No, you're not happy. Be happy with yourself, who you actually are. Now who the fuck you wish you were, or who you think people would be jealous of. Want to be flexing on people when you don't have shit. If you got into an accident today and you lose your mobility, you think that the man who is sponsoring you monetarily is going to continue to sponsor you? Yo, set a foundation for yourself. So that a man is a bonus, not a necessity. So, Most High, what would you like to say to these ladies, please? Yes, it's a touchy topic. You're a representation of women everywhere. Because once you start setting that trend and putting yourself out there, every girl that actually makes themselves look beautiful a man is going to automatically believe that she might be one like you. Even if I go outside with my skin like this, people probably won't even believe that this is my fucking real skin. There's no makeup here. I can't even find nothing white to wipe my face on. Let me see. This is my real face. There's no makeup on there. I learned how to feed myself right, and I learned how to exercise myself. I learned how to care for myself. I learned how to keep fucking trifling people out my life so that I stop being miserable. I learned how to teach myself to smile even when I don't feel like smiling, because I'm not going to be walking by the mirror after my face been in that angry position for so long. You know your face take on that shape? When you're miserable for too long, your face take on that shape. And that's why I do the exercise that you find at the beginning of this video. Because I have a lot of things in my life to make me miserable. But then I balance that shit afterwards because I need to look cute. Shit. Anyway. I want to be happy with myself. Not the self that I bought in a fucking shop. Or paid for on somebody's operation table. It's bullshit. So do some exercise. And all these fat asses. That shit ain't cute. It's heavy for you. You're risking your life doing these surgeries for what? For who? Do you know the struggle of women with big boobs? Big boobs is an issue. If you have small boobs, you better be grateful. Be happy how God made you. God made you like that for a reason. Culture what you have. Don't hide it. Tone it. Shape it. Mold it. Work with it. Your boobs are supposed to be massaged on a regular basis. If your man not do it for yourself so that they stay looking perky and full. When you ignore your boobs for too long, they look flat and empty. Because the circulation isn't going right. And I'm talking from experience. I'm 42. I've lived some life. I know what the body does and what it doesn't do. And I know what I've done to bring it right back. Just because you have gone up in number, it doesn't mean that you have to look it. If you look after yourself, you will never look your age. Let's start looking after our own self. Buying all this shit that they put in the shop. Them things supposed to be an option, not an addiction. You can't go out without your makeup on. I almost got like that too, you know. My thing was lip liner. I got addicted to lip liner for a little while I was going to school. I didn't even want to go to the shop without this damn lip liner on. And I had to catch myself like, wait, that is not right. And I just snapped myself out of it. That is not, that's not, no, sir. I like the black one because I find my lips would look better if they were darker. But I'm happy with my lips too. But because I'm not about to tie myself down to I even thought of tattooing that shit on my lips. But God showed me what was happening to me and I just logged out of that quick. I don't want to be one of them. And this was in like 1995. So that's long before this craze came about. Beauty is an addiction. You have to, you know, be ahead of the game. Don't let it control you. You control it. And don't be competing with women either. That shit is not cool. It's not okay. Because you're fucking up good alliances. You never know that girl that you want to compete with, that girl that you want to be bringing down just because you want to feel like you are better than her in some way. She could have been a great alliance for you. In some way. Stop sabotaging yourself, ladies. Let what your man do for you be a bonus, not a necessity. Do you know that a man has no choice but to respect an independent woman more than they respect a dependent woman? Let me say that again. Did you know that a man has no choice but to respect an independent woman more? Let me end it right there. So the level of respect that he would have for her without her being independent, he has to shoot that shit up naturally. And that's the reason why a lot of men don't like independent women. That's why they talk bad about independent women, because they know that independent women don't have to take their shit. So if they want to cheat, then they can go and stay wherever the fuck they at. Or she can leave the house for him and whoever the fuck the concubine or concubines are. And it's like, y'all have a happy life. I love my peace of mind. And she's out. Because the only thing she needed from him was companionship, a hug from time to time, maybe make her some soup if she's sick, a good fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to make my life miserable, then I don't need none of them things from you. So I'm going to keep going and look after myself anyway, because most men don't even look after their women properly anyway. I see women walking around with some cellulite on their legs, yeah, just looking lumpy, bumpy. And it's like, you have a man and you look like that? Because all it takes is a good rub down. If your man is looking after you and rubbing you down and stuff like that, you're going to be looking good and smooth and sexy. The man's not investing in the woman. And then I'm supposed to feel jealous because you have one man. Why you look like that? There was a song where dude said, I got a man. Dude was like, how long you had that problem? Real talk. How long you had that problem? Listen, yeah. Men are lovely, but right now they need to fix up too. But you see, they will only fix up when we fix up. So if we're giving them all that they want and not demanding of them that they treat us with the respect that we deserve, they will never treat us with the respect that they deserve, because they're getting what they want anyway. Don't hate the player, learn the game. Two more times. And if you made it through this video with a good heart, even after my stinking rant at the beginning, congratulations. You did well. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, because most people would have done shut the video off because it's like I was cussing y'all, but it hurts me. I'm a female. Okay? And although I've never been in certain positions, fortunately, I have an idea what it's like. And it's important for people to be happy with themselves. Life must be very miserable when you're not happy in your own skin. That's a hard challenge to overcome. Okay? So it hurts me to see how many people are swallowing this damn pill, this image of what beauty is, especially black women. This image of, and then the white women are following these ratchet black women too. They're following these ratchet behaviors. White women, it's not cute. The right balance is somewhere between where you are and where the ratchet women are. Find that middle ground and shine there. Because you can't be too soft, which is where you people are. Let's be real. And you can't be too hard, which is where my people are. Let's find the middle ground. Okay? So, at the bottom of the deck, we got synchronicities. It says, allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. All right. So God is about to open up the door for you to climb out of this frame of being if you want to take the opportunity. So God is like, if you're ready to make these changes, if you're ready to transition from what is making you miserable to what will make you happy, we're here to show you the way. Let me make a note of that. A new and improved you. Emphasis on the improved. Okay. That's the name of it. That's what this is about. Making a new you, a better you. Upgrading you, like for real. Or giving you the power to upgrade yourself. Because when you look at it, yeah, this lifestyle that you've chosen, this is what your children are going to learn. That is scary to think about. The kind of experiences that they will encounter in order to live this lifestyle or look this way and stuff like that. That's not the right way forward. So, old soul, it says you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So this is that energy that's telling you, you see your intuition, yeah? It's like when you're living this lifestyle, there's a part of you that be feeling like, yeah, no, I don't. But you see, denial takes place quickly. So you see, when you there's something that you don't want to believe, you could switch it out quickly with a truth that fits you more or a truth that comforts you more. But there's that little part of you at the back of your brain, yeah, or somewhere behind there where you threw it or hit it, that lets you know like a change needs to take place. I don't like this path that I'm on. I don't like doing this. I don't like feeling like this. I want to change this. But most of the time you just swallow your pride and keep doing the same thing anyway, because you're afraid of the alternative. You don't know what to expect. You don't have that confidence in yourself that you could become a better person, an independent person. But you know what? Some of you are destined to become just that. Why? Because God needs you to lead out. See my magic wand? You to lead out so that you can show other women, yo, if I could get out of that type of lifestyle and that kind of mindset and that kind of trajectory, you could do it too. And I'm going to show you how. So God put some of you in this specific avenue, following these X philosophies, these wrong philosophies. God put you in there. Why? Because you're going to show everybody else how to get out after God shows you how to get out, and not be what Babylon want you to be. I look forward to that, actually. I hear movies, I hear songs. That's a whole new industry. Even therapy. That's a whole new work industry opened up there. Undoing. The undoing of what Babylon has done to the female, the modern female, something like that. The undoing of what Babylon has done to the modern female. They didn't catch us. Shit. They tried. All right, let's see. The underlying issue, we got power struggle. It says you may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. Yeah, it's you and you. The independent you, the one who knows you deserve better and you're here to be more, and the one who is living the life that you're living right now, who is not happy with the lifestyle that you're living right now. That's who the power struggle is between. And then the power struggle is going to be between you and your friends who are going to try to discourage you from coming out of this practice, this way of being. Don't listen to them, you know. Don't listen to them. So you might lose some friends. You're gonna lose some friends. You're gonna lose some support, but you're gonna gain the right friends. People who will actually encourage you. That's why God talk about the synchronicities. Because the synchronicities talk about how God is going to support you. So God will put what you need and who you need when you actually need it. Not when you want it, mind you. So when things aren't happening how you want, when you want, don't you start to feel discouraged and think that God has forgotten you or this was a mistake. Trust the process. You have to go straight through it. You have to feel all the nonsense. You have to experience how to get out of it. And it'd be nice if you could journal it, because you probably won't remember everything. If you could find it in your heart to journal it, you'll remember stuff. It'll help you to remember like how you're feeling and the methods that you use to come out of this lifestyle and get onto a path of independence and self-respect and self-love. It's a psychological journey you're about to go on. It's going to be challenging. And it's going to shift everything around you. The type of men that you're attracted to and the type of men that are attracted to you. The way that people treat you is going to be different. Some people from your past might treat you the same, but you'll find that people have more respect for you once you start to build more respect for yourself and emulate that outside of you. Like, people start to see for themselves that you have more respect for yourself. That'll make a different type of people gravitate towards you. So yeah. So yeah, you might be involved in a power struggle between yourself and yourself. And then we have old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. So like I said, it's a psychological journey that you're a go. I don't know what the fuck language I'm talking right now. I'm talking English and Patois. Okay. It's a psychological journey that you are about to go on. Right. Because someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do, which is the better half of you. It's time to recognize the better half of you. The half of you that this society don't want to see the light of day. You think they like women like me? Who have self-respect? Who not gonna just give up the coochie just like that? Eh? You think they like women like me who are independent? They don't like me, but I don't give a fuck, because the right people are gonna like the real me. The type of people that don't like me is either people who like to use people or people who are afraid of my strength. People who lack self-confidence. Those are the type of people who won't like me. And that's not my problem. You have the same 24 hours in a day like I do to make yourself, build yourself, encourage yourself, strengthen yourself. You know what I'm saying? Allow me. So yeah, so someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do, and you find that by getting out of your head and getting back into your heart. So in your head is where this philosophy is of how you are right now, and in your heart is that truth that you hide and ignore, that better half of you that's trying to come out. So God is saying it's time to get out of your head and get back into your heart. So that's living your soul and not a role. Because God says, yo, you know better. You have lived many lives before. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So that's why that part of your soul knows better. Which is giving me reincarnation vibes. It's like you weren't like this before. This is new. Even in this lifetime, this shit is new. What you're doing is new. Because where the hell did that come from? Wherever that come from, send it back. Yeah, so we have it's time to get out of your head and back into your heart and connection. You're very connected to the heavenly realm. See? The higher side of you, the higher frequency. Yeah. So that's what this is about. So God wants you to know when you're ready to change, we're here to make it happen for you. But remember that things don't and won't happen when you want it to and how you want it to. Not all the time. Sometimes your desires and your desires and the strategy of the universe may coincide. So shit might happen like that for you and you're like, yeah, I'm on the right path. But then there will be times where you'll be wanting to be here and the universe will have you way over here and you're wondering, wait, what go on? Are you sure this is the way to my independence? Okay. By the time you think that way, just know the answer is yes. Sometimes God pulls us back a bit so that we can be propelled forward. Especially if you're here to become a counselor to other people, other women, and even some men who are trying to overcome this mental conditioning of self-hate and having competition with other women or other men, doing the wrong things for the wrong reasons, becoming dependent instead of becoming independent, stuff like that. So God is going to use some of you watching this video right now to make some positive change in some other people's life. But first, you have to be a student before you could become a teacher. And right now, it's time for you to be a student. So you've already gotten yourself into the hot water. Now, it's time for you to start working on how to get out so you can rest assured that you will be getting out. Okay? You will be able to grab a hold of your self-respect once more and your self-love. Imagine being able to wake up in the morning and love what you see when you look in the mirror. No makeup, not even wash your face, but you love what you see. You love your skin, you love your eyes, you love your eyebrows. Although sometimes you might feel you want to tweak something a little bit, that's fine. But generally, you just love what you see. You love your boobs, your chest, your neck, you know what I'm saying? Your teeth, your butt, your small boobs, or whatever kind of boobs you have, just the real you. Fuck all the extras. And fuck other people's opinions. Talk about freedom. Hello. Because when you're being your true self, you make people who love the real you gravitate towards you. And then you guys can love yourself together. Instead of trying to be someone that you're not in order for the wrong fucking people to like you. It's like, that is hell. Seriously. That's definitely hellish. A hellish existence. Nobody needs that in their life anymore. Okay? So my lady friends, I thank you so much for listening to this. And I hope that you have the patience and the faith to follow God as you go through this transition. And I do apologize if I was rude in the beginning. I do apologize for how I was expressing myself in the beginning. But you know what? Some of you needed to hear it in that manner to take the fucking wool from over your eyes. Because if I was to sit here and be all sugarcoating and nice and whatnot, you'd think it's a fucking joke. So I had to stab your ego and punch up your ego and walk on that shit like, wake up. What are you doing? Pretty lady? Real pretty lady. Who's that? She has got to go. She is what society wants you to be. Who do you want you to be? Let's be great. So my girls, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, all the best. Bye bye.